Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's Members Week again this week, and we want to do some members analysis reviews. Now, sometimes when we do this, we are in members only mode, as in non-members can watch or see what we're doing. But today we are opening it up for everyone to observe what we're doing, but we are in members only chat, so only members can comment, suggest reviews, order reviews, book reviews. So that's why we're doing it. That's what we're doing today. So let's get into it. Nice and relaxed day. We're going to do some reviews for you, and then these will be their own videos later on. So they will often trend on YouTube and Google. Very often number one, always number one pretty much on YouTube. But sometimes number one on Google as well. So they can actually really make a difference in drawing attention to a stock. So tap the like button and consider subscribing. If you haven't done before, for those of you who are non-members who are watching in the background. Thank you so much indeed. As it's a members-only show, and we always do things a little bit slower paced, we relax, we have a cup of tea, and we take our time. We'll be here most of the day. We'll take breaks in between, and we get a lot done on these members events. So we'll make a start. What I'd like to do is, if I can, I really would like to get to 6,000 followers on X today. Let me show you. I'm so close. If you've not yet followed me on X, could you help me just get to 6,000? Oh, there we go. 5964. It's just gone up another one. Just 36 to go. If everyone who hasn't done that, if you could, it would mean the world to me. I'll put my X in. In fact, I'll put it here. Follow me on X. I'll pin it to the top. I want to try and get to 6,000 today because there's been a lot of stuff going on X the last few days, and just so much horrible stuff. I just don't want to be part of it. So I'm just not engaging with any of it, and just want to get through all of this. So we're now at 5964. It would just be such a lovely treat to get to 6,000. If you could help me there, I would appreciate it. So there's the link. It's pinned to the top. 5963 at the moment, but bouncing between 5964 again. Oops, someone is sitting doing it live. I can guess who that is. So anyway, 63, 64. Yep, you want to get a bit of attention. You've had your moment in the spotlight. There you go. If we can get to 6,000 today, it would be a real lovely treat. Thank you so much indeed. All right. It's a very relaxed day because it's members only. We're talking to all our members, doing reviews. So let me go over here and have a little listen in. So we got William. Good morning to you. Thank you for your membership for all this time. Matthew, good morning. Teresa, good morning to you. We've got 13% now of our audience are ladies, which is the highest of any crypto covering channel in the world. Most are about 1%. So we're very, very proud of that. Can we get technical analysis on Chainlink? Not from me, you can't. I do fundamental analysis. So if you'd like fundamental analysis, and you are a member because it's a members only show today, you can book one, but unless you're doing a $10 super chat, you won't get it done today because I've got about 10 to do that are $5, so you'll rank down there. So we're going to start with the ones at $15 and $20 first, and then we'll work our way down. But if you want a technical analysis video done, Owen, if you join Sensei as a member, he will do that for you. There's lots of ways that you can do that. Joe Sanders just became a member. Thank you very much indeed. You can now take part in today's event. Good morning. I'd love to hear about the stock K33. I've never heard of that. Again, if you'd like to book an earnings, if you'd like to book a analysis, you can, but unless you do more than $5, it's not going to be done today because the list is quite long. Good morning, Martin. What do you think about LHX? I don't know. I've never looked at it before. The same reply to you. Good morning, Chris Invest. Rhino Skin. Hi, everyone. Excuse me. Cup of tea or a bowl whatever floats, or a bowl of whatever floats your boat. How is everyone? Ralph, lovely to have you here. Bar, good morning to you. And Top Hat OKC, good morning. And Rhine Hair Crystal, good morning to you. All right, wonderful to have you all here. Let's get straight into our first review then. If you are watching as a subscriber, we're doing a members only event today. It's viewable by subscribers today, which sometimes it's not, but this is to show you what we do behind the scenes. But we're doing analysis today. Tap the like button or not, it's fine, and click subscribe if you are new. All right, if you'd like to become a member, I'll give you the membership link and you can get an analysis review done today. If you do, the top bid is now $20. If you become a member today and do a $20 super chat, you will jump to the top and you'll get your analysis done today, and it will go out as its own video as well. Worth every second and penny to be a member and subscribe to the newsletter. Get to it all. Thanks for what you do, mine. Jampad, you're welcome. Doesn't Sensei do an amazing job with that newsletter? I mean, I used to do the newsletter and it was once a week and I really hated doing it, and it took so much time and there was nothing in it. I mean, Sensei's is so comprehensive. He spends 3 or 4 hours. See, some people like writing and sitting down, typing and writing. I just cannot stand it. I like just entertaining live. But he spends 2 or 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours every day doing that. Very impressed. And I know his wife helps him as well. So a lot of work goes into that. I'm very impressed. I certainly couldn't do it. I tell you that for nothing. Good morning, Martin. Thank you for your help the other day. I'm a member and now enjoying the training sessions. We are waiting for our next in the series 1. I think episode 7 or 8 is due out any moment. So we're looking forward to that. Oh, we just gained another one. We're trying to get to 6,000 followers today on X. It would be a real treat if we can get to 6,000. Can you see? 5965. It'd be really awesome. The link's at the top. It just make my day, as we've had so many trolls in the last week or so. I've just walked away from the community. Hello, what we got here?
Chris Invest donated £22.22 through a super chat. Please could you look at SPY, the S&P alternative to VU?
Look at SPY, the S&P. Yes, that's a great question. I mean, that will go to the top of the list now. That will go to the top of the list because you've just done that. So that'll be our first review. Wow, look at that. Right, I have a thing here somewhere. Yes, I will do that. So let's start getting things lined up. So it's a very relaxed day today. We take our time over these things. If you've ever tuned in, you will know we do them. Let's line this up. Right. If you've just tuned in, it's a Members Day. And we take our time. There's no rush at all. But once I line everything up, we get busy. All right. Right. Okay. So our first request this morning, and it's the number one super chat. You can see now why I've been waiting to buy back in the S&P, right? You can see it clearly. So we're setting up our first request. This is VU versus SPY. Very interesting, actually. It's a very, very good question. It's the right question. I like questions like that. They very, very good. So let me line it all up for you. So take a few seconds for me to prepare my software. This is being done live, obviously. You go, yeah, we know, mate. We're sitting here watching. We know it's live. You don't need to tell us that. But I will anyway. Back test. I will do this. So it takes me a few moments, about 2 or 3 minutes on each one, just to get it all set up for you. And then once we're set up, we'll go straight into it. Nice. I love members' days. They're so relaxing. I'm not trying to tell you about membership deals or merchandise or anything like that. We're just doing your analysis. Oops, a daisy. I haven't done this one for a while, so I just did it all wrong. There you go. There we go. So this is great. I love questions like this because it's a good one. It's a good one. So I think we're lined up. I don't need as much analysis as I normally would because we're comparing two ETFs. So that's all we need to do is a comparison chart and the cost basis, which is the most important thing. So I'm going to put VU here. How do you do? I've got a T-shirt on that. Just mentioned. Didn't I just say I wouldn't mention my merchandise? And I've got a T-shirt on that. Yeah, it's called VU. How do you do? Right. Okay, let's do that. And let's do that. Okay. So I should put the time in. It's I can't tell you the feeling of relief when you do these shows just for members. It's just like it's like lying on the beach because you work so hard doing the regular stuff. When you do one of these, it's just like, this is lovely. This right, 820. 820. VU, how do you do? Right. Fly me to the moon. I think everything's lined up now. Oh, we're nearly there. Look at that. 5,966. I'm trying to get to 6,000 followers today to get past the trolling era of all the nonsense. So once we get to 6,000, it'll be like, well, I mean, it was 5,800, getting back to 5,800. And then I pushed to 9 and I thought, right, sod it. Let's just not go back to where we were. Let's just not beat it. Let's smash it. Let's get to 6,000. So there we go. Just 35 to go. 35 to go. Would appreciate you enormously helping me get there. All right. Let's do our next review. This is for Chris Invest. All right, let me clear that off the screen and make a start. Time for another stock review for our members. Chris Invest, one of our members of 2 months, gave me a super chat of $22.22 and asked me, please could you look at this, look at SPY, alternative to VU. Absolutely. VU, how do you do? Let's do it. right now. This is a full analysis review. It'll become its own video later. Tap the like button if you're watching the video. I'm making this live, as I always do, and consider subscribing. It's a great question, a really, really good question, and hopefully we're going to answer it now in the best way possible. VU versus SPY. What's the difference? Well, SPY is probably the most famous of all the versions of the S&P 500, but VU has recently become the favorite. The inflows into VU are outperforming now, and this is becoming the darling of retail investors. Retail investors have done very well. They bought the dip on the V shape. Retail investors, thanks to Robinhood, are becoming smarter, and they're not putting up with the nonsense from Wall Street anymore. They understand how things work. SPY is regarded as the professional way to buy the S&P 500. So this video made in a live stream is not the discussion or the argument is the S&P or the S&P by market cap, which is what this is. Is it the best portfolio, the best asset to own, or the right way to invest? It's not about that. We've done videos about what I think about the S&P 500. What this is to compare. The question was from Chris to compare SPY to VU. Which one's best? Which one should I buy? Well, I could drag this out for 20 minutes, but I'm going to give you a spoiler alert that there isn't a great deal of difference. Hardly any at all. In fact, there wouldn't be enough for you to even measure it. But we will measure it, and we will give you the numbers and explain why they exist. So we're going to go through a full comparison, look at prices, costs, relative costs, fees, management fees, you name it. We're going to do a back test on it. We're going to do all this on it. You can already see the spoiler alert. I'm kind of giving it away, really. So let's break it down. Both of these ETFs, they are exchange-traded funds set up by management companies, and management companies are businesses themselves. You can't buy the S&P 500, the S&P 500 Standard & Poor Index. You can't buy it. All ETFs track the S&P 500 slightly differently. Some do it by equal weight. Some do it by market cap. Market cap is the pure S&P, if you like. That's the way we actually track the S&P itself, by market cap. Both of these, SPY and VU, do that. So they are as close to, they are identical really, to the Standard & Poor S&P 500, but you can't buy it. You buy it through an ETF. If you wanted to buy it yourself, you could simply look at the S&P 500's allocation of its stocks, all 507 of it. It's not 500, strangely enough, 507, and you could buy the individual stocks yourself. Then you would be buying the S&P 500. However, that would be very complicated, and it would take a lot of time. It isn't worth it. And then, of course, every time there's an adjustment or the allocation size of each stock goes up or down or gets removed from the index, you've got to do that at the right time. That's way too much work. You'd never be able to do it. You'd need the big computers, a team of people working for you. So it's not possible. Hence, we bring in onto the stage the ETF, the Exchange Traded Fund. It tracks all of that action. But these are set up by management companies whose job it is to make some money. They don't work on Wall Street for free so you can make money on your investments. That's not what they exist to do. They're not charity events. They're not there to help you. They're there to help themselves. They are businesses in their own right. Just because you can trade doesn't mean you should. Why we have all these tools in a brokerage, all these different things that you can use, tools that you can use, are to encourage you to trade. Remember, the market, the brokerage makes money every time you trade. They don't care whether you're up, down, sideways. Doesn't matter to them. It's a bit like owning the casino. We don't care whether you win or lose. We just want you to play. That's really what it comes down to. So an ETF is the same thing. We just want you to buy our ETF. So there's competition. which ETF do you buy? They all have a management fee. That's what pays the whole thing. That's what pays their wages to put it all together. And it's really worth it because the amount you pay is negligible to any investor. It's not worth the time for you to try and do it yourself. So you choose an ETF that tracks it. They do all the work, but which one do you choose? Well, spoiler alert, whichever one you choose, VU or SPY, it's indistinguishably impossible to distinguish the difference. Indistinguishable. They are virtually identical, but not identical, but so small you won't know the difference. So why do you choose one over the other? Well, SPY is regarded as the professional trading choice because it has higher liquidity. It moves a lot faster. You'll often notice, and this presents opportunity as well, when we have an earnings call, particularly with Apple being right at the top, and Apple has a bad earnings and it drops 10%, you will see SPY move very slightly, not 10%, of course. Apple's about, I think, 6% of the S&P 500, whether it's VU or SPY. You will see Apple go down, say 10%, and you will see SPY move, and it will move maybe 1%, 0.5%, or something like that. Immediately. It's very liquid. It moves very fast. It follows it. It's for professional traders. You're not a professional trader unless you trade billions of dollars, okay? So you might think you are. I'm certainly not. I'm a retail investor just like everybody else. And then you'll see VU do it about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes later. There's a slight delay to it. Doesn't have the same flow. That presents opportunity. I like that. Remember, VU was designed for investors. SPY was designed for traders. But again, these are briefing moments and you do pay a slight price for that. Is it worth it? No, it's not, unless you're trading billions of dollars, millions of times a second. So anyway, let's have a look at the two. We're going to start off with the most important thing. Allocation, identical. If you go down the list of the stocks in the index, both the same, and you will see 0.001 of a difference on certain stocks. You're not even going to notice it unless you have billions of dollars, and even then, it's so small you won't notice it. So the allocation's the same, the stocks are the same, the price is different. Someone's shouting at the screen going, the price is different. Yes, the price is different because of the inception date. What does that mean? SPY started before VU. They're both reputable companies. We'll come on to that in a moment. I'll just spoiler alert. I'll just tell you. One is Vanguard and one is, what is the other one? I forget the name of it now. SBTR, State Street Global Advisors. They are both reputable companies, been around forever, doesn't really make a difference. So the allocation is the same, the stocks are the same, the price is different, so it's not one's cheaper than the other, it's just that it's been going longer, so it's had more chance to grow. That's all. So the price is different, it started at a different time. So that shouldn't bother you. It puts some people off. They'll go, oh, I'm going to go for VU, it's cheaper. It's not cheaper. It's exactly the same. But if remember, you can fractional share. So you could just buy $10 of VU and you can buy $10 of SPY. Exactly the same. For those of you that can't do that, you might go, well, okay, VU's slightly better because you haven't got fractional sharing. And certainly options trading, when you buy 100 shares at a time, which makes up an option, a contract, then that might make a difference to you as well. But really, it doesn't really make a difference. If we look at the growth, it's exactly the same. If we put the two over the top, they are exactly the same. And in a moment, we'll do that. We'll show you that. What's really important is this. If you decide that you are not going to be trading $1 billion every few seconds, then VU is the clear choice. But if you like the fluidity of it, the on-the-button stuff, then maybe you like the feeling of SPY. It makes you feel like you are, Warren Buffett or something like that. It doesn't really make a difference, though. What I want to show you, the allocation, if we look here, this is SPY, 34.58 on technology. 34.58. Keep that to your mind. 34.58, 32.95. There you go. See it? Very slightly different. Now you go, well, Martyn, you said it was just 0.001. That's a couple of percent. It's a couple of percent because there are many, many stocks in that allocation. Each one is 0.1, 0.01. So overall, it's 32.95 compared to 34.59. Now, you might go, well, that's 2%. Well, it is 2%, but it's not going to make any difference to you overall for your portfolio. It really isn't, okay? But again, if you want 2% more allocation overall in tech, fill your boots. It doesn't make that much difference. If you are I really love tech more than anything else, then maybe 13.58. Look, financial, 13.85 on VU, 13.58 on SPY, indistinguishable. Another big one, consumer cyclical on SPY, 10.59. 10.84. You get the idea. It's hardly anything. So where's that 2% come from? Well, it's just going to be dripped through everything else. You're hardly going to find it. Let's go to real estate. 2.13 on VU. 2.04. So SPY has taken a little bit of weight out of real estate, put it in tech. It's hardly anything. Again, not going to make a difference. What does make a difference? What does make a difference? Because you're going, hang on a minute, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have SPY then because SPY's better because it puts more in tech. I like tech. I'm a new generation. Martyn's old. He likes rights. I like tech. I'm going to go for SPY. Wait. Here is your answer. And this is how you end up back where you started. Because it's more actively managed and it's more fluid and it's faster. It takes more money, takes more management to run the fund. It's 0.0945 expense ratio. That number just down there. The expense ratio, the fee you pay, it comes out of your profit, comes out of the whole thing. You don't pay it, it just gets, it's just part of the whole process. It costs 0.0945 to run this fund. That's your money going to somebody. VU, however, I can tell you is 0.03. Now you might go, well, that's not much. It's 300 times much. It's 3 times as much. If you don't think that's much, you are the sort of person that says, I don't mind buying Binky Bonk coin because it's only 0.0001 and it only goes up by 0.00 cent. Well, if you've got billions of them, which you do, because when you buy an asset of 0.00001 cent, you don't just buy one, do you? You buy millions. So it's exactly the same as if you bought one for $1 million, right? So anyway, it does make a difference. That's 3 times, 300 times, 300%. Right, 3 times the cost. So there it is. You are paying for that extra volatility. Is it worth it? Well, no, it's not. But is it going to make a difference to you at the end of the day? Nah, it isn't. But if you sat down in the office of any financial investor, professional advisor, and they said to you, and you asked them, I'm a retail investor, I want to buy the S&P 500, they would say, as long as you buy a market cap, by market cap, if you want to track the actual S&P itself. VU, SPY, there are several others. VU is the cheapest one. SPY if you want liquidity and you want to feel like Warren Buffett. There you go. That's really it. Now, to add to all of that, I'm going to give you some comparisons to show you what I'm talking about. If you put in 2016, over the last 9 years, $10,000 in VU, you would have $35,775. It's outperformed the S&P SPY, 35,579. Why? There's your 0.09. So you may have said, well, I like SPY because it's got more tech in it. Yeah, but you just paid for it and you've now lost. So this is evidence. That's what you could lose. Is that worth it? $200 over 10 years? Well, prefer not to lose it. So 35,775 on VU, 35,579. The $200 that you've got, that you've paid to be in SPY, to give you that extra on the button Warren Buffett feel of trading on the button. But bearing in mind, Warren Buffett wouldn't trade like that anyway. He's an investor, not a day trader, a scalp trader. You've just paid for the privilege of being told that you have slightly more tech. Well, tech made more money, but it didn't, did it? Because you end up paying for it. So I think you can see there is the proof right there. If you want the evidence, VU, how do you do? In my opinion, based upon facts, is slightly better. If you look at the two side by side, you can't even see it. Look, I think VU is just, look, see it? Slightly ahead, microscopic, dark blue versus light blue, slightly ahead. You made slightly more money, but the actual track is the same. Okay, there's my analysis there. Broken down for you, there's the numbers. I'll also share it with you in this format as well. Both are reputable companies, makes no odds. You don't care. Expense ratio, 0.03, 0.09, well, there it is. Now then, here is the thing. 1.49 trillion now in VU. It's the favorite again. VU, how do you do? SPY, 643 billion. The retail investor is growing up. The retail investor would have once bought SPY. Why? Because that's what everybody buys. That's what Warren Buffett buys. That's what day traders buy. I've seen it on the telly. No, 1.49 trillion is in VU. The retail investor is working this stuff out, going, hang on a minute, it's 0.03. It's the same thing. Martyn Lucas says it every day. Martyn Lucas owns VU. How do you do? He's even got a t-shirt. I'm going to buy VU because, as we've proved, it actually is the very slightly better way of going. Price return, 194%, 193%. It's indistinguishable, but it's worth it, isn't it? Slightly. There you go. What about momentum? You can't split it up, can you? Do I even need to read that out? A+ on VU, A on SPY, but we got A-. It's like, it's all great. It's all super green, right? Scrolling down, dividends, 1.21, 1.15. You know why that is? That tiny, tiny, tiny bit more off tech. Tech are extreme growth stocks. Don't give you so much dividends. You get slightly more dividends on VU because of the cost basis. It's more is given back to you, and you've got that slight improvement on VU. How do you do? Sorry, on rights, so you're going to earn that passive income. Nothing really, but worth it after a bit. You can see slightly better, right? Just slightly better. There you go. So there's the list. You can see it's virtually the same. You've got bigger inflows in VU. The retail investor is growing up. I love to see that. I feel like I'm part of that. We've got to be part of that, haven't we? We're nearly 100,000 subscribers, and all I talk about is VU and the S&P 500. So I'm a little small part of that, gotta be. So I'm very happy about that. There's 509 stocks in VU. There's 504 in SPY. That make no difference, really. Slightly assets in the top 10, 35, 36. We talked about that with the tech. So I think that'll do. I think we've established my point. So the question from our member this morning for our first review, and he gave me a wonderful super chat. Thank you. This will now go out as its own video. Please, could you look at SPY, the S&P alternative to VU? There are many more. This is just one. And in my opinion, this is not financial advice, but the facts are quite clear. If you are a regular investor, you are not a billion-dollar trader, you are better off in VU. Even if you were a trader, you're probably better off in VU. But if you want to feel like you are a big shot and you want to pay a fee for that, and you want to lose a couple $100 over 10 years on about 10 grand and give it to some Wall Street banker, doesn't matter, does it? But if that's in my portfolio, that would be about 2 grand. In fact, it'd be more than that. In my portfolio of $250,000, it'd be about $4,000 that I would give a tip to a Wall Street banker. I prefer that $4,000 to give me a very nice holiday in the Caribbean. There's the choice. There is Spy versus Vu. How do you do? Thank you very much. That's our analysis video number 1. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I shall put my full Alpha Spread playlist where I've reviewed hundreds of stocks, hundreds of things. All there, you can go and check them all out. Down here, I'll put something else you will find interesting. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, mate. There's my first review. Let me come back to comments and questions. We are a members only day today. We're not members only viewable, but we are members only. We are members only chat as we're doing a members day. Hey Martyn, thanks again for all you guys. Just saw you have another channel, Martyn Lucas Investor Extra. Yes, we do. What do you want to know, Matthew? We are live 24 hours. We have 3 channels. Do you want to know what they all are and why they exist? There's a bloody good reason why they all exist. Here we go. So let me answer questions. We're members only show today, so we answer questions. If you look here, Matthew, on the homepage of the channel, this is the main channel, the big channel, 88,000. Oh. Scroll down, you will see our other channels. There is Martyn Lucas Extra. Oh, I got a request. Let me undo that.
$15 through a super chat. What are your thoughts on VT, QQQM, and SCHD? I've been thinking about investing in all 4.
Okay. I think that goes to the top of our analysis, so I'll do that next. Give me a second. So, Chris, you've got Martyn Lucas Extra and my music and our sponsor, one of our viewers. He sponsors the channel. Go and check out our sponsor, by the way. We don't take sponsorships, but we have our members who watch the show sponsor for $99. So here is Crafty Falcon. Let's get everyone to subscribe to Crafty Falcon. Let me give you 30 seconds, and please do support our sponsors. They keep the shows live. It's because of them we're live all day, because of our members, and he's just a really big member, a $99 member. So there is the chat for Crafty Falcon. Please do go and subscribe to him. Right, coming back to your question. So we have 3 channels. The music channel, where we do our fundraiser shows. Let me give you, excuse me a minute. Where we do our fundraisers and our parties and our concerts. So there you go. There is the link in the chat there. The extra channel, what the purpose of that is we have people watch all around the world at different time zones. So this is the extra channel live now. Now, it's called a live restream. So it's being streamed live, just like you're watching the TV, but you're watching a film made 20 years ago. All right, except this was made this morning. So what we do, we restream today's shows for people to watch in different time zones and provide you a chance to chat live when I'm off air. So restream today's show. The chat is live 24/7. So this is Sensei's show this morning. For those that missed it, you can watch it live. You can watch a replay on the main channel, but you might like to watch the restream because then you've got live chat. And also you're talking to me live in the studio because this is me here right now, sat here right now. This is me sitting here talking to you, waving my hands in the air. And if I stay there for about 15 seconds, you'll see me wave my hands in the air. All right. So this is live right now. In fact, if I just hold that there, you'll see in about 15 seconds, I'll wave my hands in the air. And you'll know it's really me, really live. Keep watching. And so the purpose of that is there you go, see? It's amazing how I've made that work, actually. I've got another studio streaming me, but not me, and it's kind of weird, really complicated, but I managed to make it work. But you can see, you can go into the chat and you can chat live, and you can talk to me when I'm in the studio or whatever. That's the purpose of the extra channel. Now, the reason why it's a members-only channel, it's only 99 cents, is it stops because it's 24/7, and I can't be in there all day monitoring trolls, bots, scammers, what have you. Then we make it 99 cents, and they don't want to pay 99 cents. That's how silly the trolls and these people are. I ain't paying 99 cents, but you wanted to, you spend hours a day trolling. 99 cents, wouldn't it be worth it? No, they don't bother. So there you go. That's how that works. That's what that's for. Doing your mind, me asking, what would currently take to even it to 34? Doing your mind, me asking what, do you mind asking what would currently take it to okay. Chris Invest. So 34 trades I've done and 33 wins. It should have been, and it could have been 34 trades, 34 wins. But to be honest and transparent, it has to be 33. The reason for that is I demonstrated that I cannot move the stock market. People troll me on X going, Martyn makes the stocks go up and down. It's ridiculous. I can do it on probably a $10 million stock, but certainly not on hundreds of millions or billions. But no, I can't. So what I did, I bought the S&P, I bought Virgin Galactic with margin, $140,000, and I sold a few. Nothing happened. The stock didn't even move. A few seconds later, I sold it for the $300 loss. So it had to be marked as my 34th trade and my 33rd win. It wasn't a win. It was a loss. So that's why it says 33 wins. It's now forever not going to be perfect. It's a shame because I don't lose on trades. Never. But I did to demonstrate, and all I got was abuse. It's like, that's why I don't even bother now engaging with people that just want to shout at me on X. It cost me $300 to prove to you I'm doing the right thing. You still don't listen, so why waste my time? I've got better things to do. What are your thoughts on VT, SCHD? RC, I think you just give me a super chat, so I'm going to write that down now. Let's have a look. SCHD. VT. QQQM. SCHD. All right, I'll do that in a second. I know you only invest in VU, but are your thoughts on the others? If you don't mind, I will certainly do it. Denise Bruckner, sorry I missed the call. Sensei, are you still in the chat? Sensei, we're having a members day today, so these are all very calm. Are you here? Are you here? If you're still here, Sensei, come back to me. The bell. Yes, I'm not doing the bell. I'm doing a members day. We're just chilling out. And we're, as you can see, why I sold the S&P, because there could be a big crash and the market isn't worth not holding cash. Good morning, Martyn and the family. Good morning, SPX. Hey, Martyn, I've got 25 followers now. Bitcoins, congratulations. Hey, Bitcoins. If you are a silver member, no, sorry, not if you're a silver member. It's a sponsor member. If you're a sponsor member, we can promote you like Crafty Falcon. You get a whole month of sponsorship for $99. You can always downgrade the next month back to bronze or silver or gold again. But if you become a sponsor member, I will share you on the homepage of the channel every day, and I will get people to follow your X account for a whole month for $99. Worth thinking about, right? But congratulations, hey. Vanguard is greater than SPY. Sorry, Martin, typo. Sorry, Martin. No, hey, don't apologize, mate. You're one of my members. So you can say what you want. Don't worry about that. Oh, my God, don't worry. Excellent options. Jack Boogie was a visionary. Fractional, absolutely. What is S&P Global? I'm confused. It's just S&P Global. It's remember, a lot of the S&P 500, they are global companies. Apple is an American company, but it's a global company. It has offices and businesses and customers and interests all over the world. So it will probably be in the S&P Global Index because it's a global business. Thank you. You are much appreciated. Thank you. Whereas a railway, an American railway, say like Texas Pacific Land or railways, they are in America, right? You can't have American railways in another country because they might be owned by that business, but I think you get the idea. So we'll come on to yours in a minute. RC super chat first. Very nice, thank you. Including Vu. Yeah, very nice. Okay, he can see the future. Happy Thursday. Yep. You got to trim off the top. If that's what you're talking about? Yeah. Knack flying done. Deal not done yet. Okay. Sensei didn't come back to say he was here. So I asked him if he was here. I don't know. Right. Okay. Next one. You asked about VT, QQQM, and SCHD. Right. Now, this one doesn't require a video. I will do it to answer your question on a review, but I won't make a video out of it because I don't think it requires it. So let me set it up. You've asked for, I think you wanted Vu. How do you do? You wanted, what was it? QQQM. QQQM. I can't wait to answer this. You're not going to like my answer, though. You're going to go, well, that was a bit sarcastic. Well, no, you won't, because you're one of my members. You're nice. But I'm going to be sarcastic because I can't help it. La da 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 da. Customize data. In fact, I don't need to do that. I'm just going to bring it on here. Okay. So I'm not going to make. Should I make a video out of it? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a video out of it. I'm getting married in the morning. Bing bong, ding dong. The bells are gonna chime. All right, I'm loving it. Hey, you know, RC as a member, you could have booked me for your wedding for free. People pay me thousands and thousands of dollars to perform at their weddings, virtually or in person. As a member, you can get it for free. It's what I do for my members. So you're getting married tomorrow and it's Friday. Tomorrow is our music show. So we're on air. So what you can do is if you want to, you can go, really? Can we have you at our wedding? Yep. Can we keep it forever and download the video? Yep. Put a big screen up at your wedding or whatever. Spend 5 minutes tuned in. I will do a special wedding dance for you, a first dance, something really romantic and beautiful. And you can call in, you can do your first dance live on the show. You can get to download it and keep it forever. And you don't get that for $5,000 or $10,000, which is what I've charged in the past for private customers. You get it for free. Think about it. Let me know. All right. So, okay. Here's our next review. How do you do? Do 8:56. Okay, here we go. Song list 2. What do you mean song list? If you want the song list, if you want a whole show, just tune into the show tomorrow night. This is it. Let me give you the link. If you want to do it, just all you got to do is call into the show, and I'll tell me at your wedding, and we'll do it. So this is the event. All right, tomorrow night, XRP for change. This can be your wedding night. All right. It's a live stream on my music channel in the studio doing songs every Friday night. I'll give you the link. If you want to tune in and have a big wedding song or a few songs to celebrate your wedding, you can certainly have it. Look, there's the link to the event tomorrow night. All right. And what we can do, even though it says XRP, Action for Change, it can be your wedding gig for free. We'll sing a few XRP songs, and then we'll do some wedding songs for you. And you can call in, be on the show. You can literally be dancing on the screen with me, your first dance. You can make requests. All your guests can phone in and wish you a happy wedding. And you get that for free. I charge $5,000 to $10,000 for that. And I appear at people's weddings privately. But you can get that for free. You can download it, keep it forever, and you will get on a big screen TV, big sound, you'll get your wedding celebrated by the world. You can be on the screen, you can keep it forever, and there you go. All right, there's the link. All you got to do is call in, say, Martyn, me and my wife, we just got married, we're here, and we can do it. It's really that easy, right? If you fancy it, it's there for you. My request list. RC, what do you mean your request list? You can't have 5 reviews for a super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you, Martyn. My request list is STHD. Yeah. I have some XRP. All right. Okay. QQQ and VOO ETFs. Right. Okay. 8:59. Let me start it now. All right. Look at that. Look, see? Are you proud of me or what? You see why I trimmed 34 grand? People keep going, oh, it just keeps going up forever. No. Patience. Wait. Get ready to buy back. Brandon, it's GLXY. I think you're next. I think Big Bear's number 1. GLX is after that. So, yeah, you're coming up in a minute. Brandon. Yeah, so here we go. Do that again. The time-old question. Which ETF is best? VT, QQQM, SCHD, VOO, a whole host of S&P 500 style ETFs. Which one's best? A few moments ago, we had a comparison with what's best between VOO and SPY. You might want to wait to the end. I'll give you the link for that. We did a full deep analysis on that one. This one's going to be a lot simpler, lot smaller one, this one. One of my members has asked, here he is, this is RC, one of our members, said, what are your thoughts on VT, QQQ, SCHD, and he also mentioned a few seconds later, can you include VOO in that as well? Well, this often gets asked by people. They want to be fully diversified. And fully diversified, some people think, let's buy everything. Well, it's not really the way forward. And let me explain why. Each of these are ETFs with a basket of funds. They already are diversified. People buy ETFs to make life easier for themselves. They pay a fee to do so. There's a management fee, so you're looking for one that provides passive, not active management, unless you feel it's necessary. Certain stocks, ETF, do require active management where things move all the time. But if you are a long-term investor and you buy the S&P 500, you're looking for a passive managed fund and pay a smaller fee than an active one. You just don't need an actively managed S&P 500. So look for a good value ETF and then decide what sector you like. You might like a specific sector like tech. You can get a tech ETF. You might like a crypto ETF, pharmaceuticals, whatever it might be. You might like a different sector. And rather than pick the winning stock, you pick a basket of all the best in that sector. That takes away the risk for the individual stocks. I wouldn't suggest, though, doing something like an ARK Invest, Cathie Wood ETF, because the fees are insane. She's there to make money for herself, and it just doesn't make any sense. If you like Tesla or Robinhood, just buy it yourself. Don't buy it as part of Cathie Wood's fund, because the fund was there for her. All funds are there for the management, but Cathie Wood's funds are actively managed and very expensive, and you're just paying them to do what you can do yourself. Kind of pointless. But if you are buying an S&P tracking type ETF, why do you want VT, QQQ, SCHD, VOO, SPY, all of them? You don't, is the answer. You don't need all of them. Being fully diverse doesn't mean owning everything. A index, a good solid VOO is my preferred choice, as I've proven in my last video. That's all you need. And then if you want to buy a few individual stocks just to promote a certain area, you particularly like NVIDIA, or you like space, or you like something like that, you can add that. But to have half a dozen ETFs don't really serve any purpose. And I'll show you they don't really do anything. There's kind of not much point. Look, if you put all these side by side, VOO, how do you do? QQQM, SCHD, we've already looked at SPY, it's kind of the same thing as VOO, but more expensive. You can see they all do the same thing. There's hardly any difference. They all kind of perform about the same. And the numbers all work out the same, except VOO is by far the better performer. As you can see, it's right at the top, orange over here. You can see it at the top because, and the reason why it's at the top, not because it's done necessarily better, is because it's got the best management fee. End of the day, folks, if I buy it myself, it's probably why I like it, because I've done this research on your behalf. I wouldn't buy the others. Now, why do they exist? Why are they there? Well, competition. They're all businesses in their own right. Is a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce the best car in the world? Well, let's just say for argument's sake, Rolls Royce is the best car in the world. Why is there only one company? Let's just sell Rolls Royces. Everyone has a Rolls Royce. Everyone's got the best car in the world. Why would you want the second best car in the world? Well, because businesses compete with each other for your business, and they'll do something cheaper and different to encourage you to buy their business. So that's exactly what this is. They package it up slightly different and make it attractive, tell you different things, and they hope you buy it. And fair enough. Do you need it as a retail investor? Nope. Pick the one you like, and that's it. Why do you want half a dozen? What does it benefit you? Well, as an investor, you invest better, more wisely, more calm, more relaxed when life is simple. And trust me on this, having one ETF is lovely because you can just follow one ETF. It's dead easy. And because of that, it makes life easy. It makes you more healthy and happy. So you're more inclined to want to work hard and earn money to invest, and you're not confused by all the noise and all the different things you could do. They exist because they're businesses in their own right. There is no real difference. VT, QQQM, SCHD. The end of the day, if you want the S&P 500, you need to ask yourself one or two questions. Do you want an actively managed fund or a passively managed fund? Long-term investing does not require an actively managed fund. Actively managed funds are there for volatility, for stocks that need to be constantly reevaluated and adjusted. The S&P is designed for long-term investing, and it's proven over hundreds of years, in fact, not just the few years it's been around, but hundreds in different formats, that long-term investing works the best. But everybody is entitled to set up their own businesses to try to encourage you to take part in them. That's kind of why all these things exist at the end of the day. Just like me, there are thousands of YouTubers doing what I do every single day, but I think I do it better. They think they do it better. So I'm trying to get your attention. They're trying to get your attention. We have different ways of doing it. I do it by going live and telling the truth. Others will do it with dramatic thumbnails and telling you the world's coming to an end. You decide which is right for you. I can't make that decision for you. So I wouldn't buy half a dozen ETFs. I don't see the point. If you want a rounded portfolio and you buy the S&P 500, VU would be my choice. It is my choice. That's why I own it. I've done this research. And if I wanted to amplify it with, I think Virgin Galactic's going to explode, or Nvidia or Tesla, I can buy a little bit of that. That's already maybe in my S&P, but it gives extra weight to it. I can do that. But there's absolutely no point. And another thing that is important, and this is a very key point, Warren Buffett often mentions, if you only could choose a handful of stocks for your entire life, which ones would you choose? You'd choose wisely. Being diversified doesn't mean buy everything. If you know what you own, you don't need to buy everything. I could actually buy Coca-Cola and just own Coca-Cola with $250,000 and have a nice income from that just by owning the business. I don't have to have anything else other than Coca-Cola to do nicely. So you don't have to have hundreds of stocks, because remember, if you have half a dozen ETFs with 500 in each, you've got flipping millions. Is there any point in that? No, I wouldn't do it. It makes life too complicated, too much to worry about. And investing is actually quite simple. People want it to be complicated because the more things you buy, and there's another thing to consider, by the way, if you have 5 ETFs and you buy into 5 ETFs every single day, and you spread your money across, your money is being lost in those microscopic transaction fees, which you don't even see. Robinhood say it's free. It's not free. You pay a slightly higher price, and it's micro pennies, but nevertheless, slightly higher price because they wholesale it out to a market maker. There are cheaper ways to buy the same stock. Doesn't matter to you overall, it doesn't really matter. But if you buy lots and lots of stocks, you're giving lots and lots of little bits to Robinhood. Who's the winner? Robinhood. The house, the brokerage, the casino, the house always wins. It's designed to get you to trade more, buy more, have more. If you just own one thing, you'll do just fine. At the end of the day, I started with $5,000. I earned no money on YouTube for a year and a half. I'm now at $250,000. I've got no options, no trades. No, I'm not in any trade right now. I'm just holding. I don't lose money. I got no margin. I got 34,000 in cash just by buying the dips. And I don't mean the dips. It's important to keep saying this. I buy with conviction when it's oversold. That V shape, I went all in on margin. That's buying with conviction. I don't need to buy to have hundreds of stocks. I don't need to be multi-diversified. I just need to read a balance sheet. And when the market is oversold, you buy with conviction. That is why I'm up, not because of having millions of different stocks. In fact, I only own VOO. So there you go. The question that was given to me today from RC, which one? Should I have them all? No. You don't need half a dozen ETFs. People on YouTube will tell you you do, because the more they can sell, the more nonsense they can put out, the more people might watch, the more brokerages love it, the more the sponsors love it, the more the hedge fund managers love it. I know, I talk to them. But is it the right thing for you? No, it isn't. There's my opinion. Take that as you will. The facts are quite clear. My results are quite clear. Do as you do. Work for yourself or work for the fund. That's your choice. Who do you want the money to go to? You or them? Only you can decide. I've already decided. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, my full playlist on all the stocks I've reviewed. This was a kind of mini review, but I'll put it in there. And down here, something else I think you will find useful. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Very nice. Thank you. Including VOO. Very true. He can see the future. Yes, I can. Buy it today and it will squeeze. Matthew. EV Toll looking good. Yes. I mean, I bet that's gone up, hasn't it? Oi, 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 oi. Bank of America. Something I pay close attention to. EVTL. I bet you it's gone up after that over the tops. I nearly bought that, but I tried to stop myself. Yeah, there you go. 4.74. Overreaction. Overreaction from dilution. Always the same. Up nearly 5% today. Yesterday we got a dilution. It makes the business better, not worse. Everybody went, ow, 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 I'm out, I'm out, I'm out. Silly, silly, silly. Overreaction. And now we're up 5%. That was easy money. Again, I could have bought that there. Knew it, 100% certain of that. But again, I'm not here to buy individual stocks. I don't want to encourage that, even though it gets harder and harder every day when I know more and more about what I'm doing. Anyway, congratulations. I'm getting married tomorrow. Hi, Martin. How are you? I'm late to the show. What happened with the SEC and XRP case? I just did an update for it this morning. Did you miss it? Did you miss it? How did you do? How do you do? Let me show you the video I just put out on the homepage. We're doing a members show today, so we're taking our time. Live. And I just went live a few moments ago. There you go. My XRP Ripple Senate live Senate news update. Do you want the link for it? It's on the homepage of the channel in past live streams, but I'll give it to you anyway. Share, copy. So who's requesting this? Thailand Chip. Thailand Chip. Thailand Chip. Here is your video. Thailand Chip is your video. There you go. Virgin Galactic. What's going on there? I see somebody saying best day ever. No, not Virgin Galactic. I thought something was happening then for a minute. I've been hearing news about the stock BBAI. Do you know about it? She is Moonfeather. And thank you, Martin. I think I've done a review on it, haven't I? Type into Google, into YouTube, Martyn Lucas Investor. BBAI. Big Bear. We're doing it in a minute. We're doing a review. Oops. BBAI. Oh, yes, indeed. I did a review for it. I always have, and you can rely on me 100%. There you go. There's your review. Big Bear. There it is. Just type in Martyn Lucas Investor, BBAI.
Hink donated $2 through a super chat. Will you do an analysis of Dollar's Egg for me, please?
And unfortunately, Hink, for $2, I can't. It's a minimum of $5. And to be honest with you, if you did $5, you'd be 20 down the list. So unfortunately, I can't. I've got too many reviews to do above that, and we have to do it in priority. I'm sure you understand. I can't do that. If you added $5 to it, that'd be 7. You'd be about 4th down the list. So that's your choice, but I can't put yours at the top. People have paid $15, $20 and more, and then the $5, which is the majority, which is the minimum to do it, there's about 10. So you'll be at the bottom, and I can't even take a minimum of 2. Otherwise, if I did that, everybody would be giving me 50 cents, and I'd have $1 tips, and I'd have 1,000 of them, and I'd never get anything done. So there you go. If you want Big Bear, my past review, share. Copy. So Moonfeather, this is for you. Oh! Bloody hell.
Hink donated $10 through a super chat.
Oh,
how about now?
Oh dear. Yeah, now we can do it. She is Moonfeather. Here is your BBAI video. There you go. There you go. There is your video. So, is that CEG? CEG. Is this the one you mean? Let me make sure. CEG. Constellation Energy. Oh, yes. We've done this before as well. Or now.
Hink donated $5 through a super chat.
Bloody
Or
hell.
now?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Now it's the top of the list again. Oh, my gosh. Okay. We're going to get them all done. So people that are doing super chats, you are going to get your review done. CEG. Yeah, that's going to get done now. Right. Hi, Martin. How are you? I've been hearing news, and thank you, Martin. You're welcome. Appreciate it. I'll pass it on to the wife and see what she wants. Yeah, do that. Appreciate it, Martin. Thank you. I have some XRP. Very nice. Did you review Galaxy? Yes, it's coming up, Brandon. Martin, the market. It's today. It's happening now. I'm waiting to buy more XRP. These are my favorite shows. Reviews. Love it, love it, love it. Hello, Stacey. How are you? We'll expect Friday phone in. That's fun too. Good morning, Martin. I'm freaking today from STKH. Squeeze. I had to share. Oh, STKH. Is it moving for you? Is it moving for you, mate? Best day ever. Oh, I love it. No margin, said Val. I don't need margin now. I've got my own money. Oh, wow. Thank you, Martin. There you go. Hink wasn't playing. That's how you do it. Thank you for doing the BBAI review. You're welcome. You're welcome. You have to have patience though, right, with this show. Big Bear. Let me take that out of there. Put that up there. Okay. So let's come out of there. I do enjoy the members' days. There's no drama. There's no stress. Did everyone follow me on X? Have I done it yet? Oh, I want to get there today. Right. How many people are watching? We can definitely. Can we do it now? Can we put me out of my misery? There's 159 watching. I'm trying to get to 6,000 followers on X just to get past all the drama, to get a reset for me, all the drama on X. So could you follow me on X if you haven't done it? I want that to turn to 38 to go. There's my X account. Let me put it in the chat. I'm trying to get to X, and it would be really, really nice if you could do it. There you go. It's in the chat. I bet everyone's done it here, though. That's the thing. Like, I bet everyone's done it. It'll come. I just want to get past. I'm tired of 5,000. I've got so many bad memories of this last few weeks. I just want to get out of here. All right. I try to help people, but no one's listening, so I just give up on it. They want to believe what they want to believe, and bugger it. I don't want to bother anymore. Right. Okay. Thank you for doing it. Coffee tastes better. Out of my 4th anniversary. I bet it does. I bet it does. Not a stock-related question, but which is better experience, a cruise or stadium experience? A cruise or stadium experience? I don't know. I've worked on all cruise lines, pretty much the whole world. I've done a stadium tour as well. I've done Wembley Stadium and the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Which was better? Well, one of them I could drink pina coladas while sat on a beach. So I'm going to go for the cruise. There you go. Right, next one. CEG. Let me line it all up. Right. Fly me to the moon. CG. Constellation Energy. Ooh. Interesting.
Eddie J. P donated $10 through a super chat. Challenge to all members to hit Martyn's next X level and YouTube 88,888 level. Promote the channel.
There you go. Look at that. Hey, I like it. Yeah, for those who don't know, the luckiest number in finance is 88888. All right. And we're about to hit it. Look at this. How do you do? Yeah. 88,000. When we get close to that, can someone tell me? Because I want that to be on the screen. Because 88,888 is the luckiest financial number in the world, and we want to cover it live. Let's see if we can get. We're not going to get any more subscribers in the live show, but people are watching the video, so we might get it on the other videos, right? I'll keep my eye open on that one. If it gets close, let me know, because I don't want to miss it. That's a big moment, that. Right. Okay, so I've got... Okay, we're getting ready for CG. Full review. Bam, 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 and bam, bam. New tab to the... Oops, no, that's wrong. Okay, so I'm preparing. This will be a full review. You'll like this. Not a lot, but you'll like it. Okay, we got that. We got CG. Nuclear. Big sector, this. Nothing wrong with nuclear. People think about nuclear as a scary thing. It's not a scary thing at all. It's a good business. CEG. Just lining up my software for you. If you've just tuned in, we're doing a Members Day. Members Days are very chilled. S&P 23. Okay. Constellation 30. Okay. No dividends. We don't need that. Constellation Energy. That's quite new. Just preparing my analysis. Okay. We got that. We don't need that. Does it supply a dividend? Let's see, CEG. I don't think so. Oh, it does. That's interesting. A growth stock with a... Oh, very nice. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Straight out of the gate. Straight out of the gate. That's interesting. So we got that. We got our comparison. We got that. We got our AI loaded. Oh, flipping it. You're going to love this. Who was it who wanted CEG? You're going to love this then. So, okay, ready to rock and roll. The number 4 is the true number of wealth, and number 8 is the number of money, and the soulmate of 4, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 5 times 8 equals 40, which is still 4. She is moon feather. I love it. Brilliant. There we go. Now we understand where we stand. Let's have a look. 88, 523. We'll keep an eye on it, all right? But we want to record it. We want to film it. Yes, Leah. Sorry? 3:30 in the afternoon.
Brandon donated $8 through a super chat.
Sorry?
Brings my GLXY total to $20 for the review competition. Smiley face emoji.
Just give me a second. I've just got something going on. Just bear with me a second. Okay, let's move on to this next one. So, where are we? Brings the review competition. Galaxy. Oh my gosh. So Galaxy will be right after this. Nothing. I don't want anyone else to outbid. All right, just leave it alone. I want to get this. I want to catch up with these now. So here's the next one. CEG. Let's get this done. Okay, so production. Time for another. Oh, hang on a minute. I didn't write the time down. 9:31. Bloody hell. 9:31. 9:31. Right. Try again. Time for another stock review. This time CEG, Constellation Energy. We're talking nuclear power now. This is one of my favorite sectors. This is a sector that's going to do very, very well. But come with that is overbought. Everybody gets overexcited. Shall we find out how excited in this full review? So in this review, we're going to take a look at a deep dive analysis on the price. We're going to look at the valuation, the balance sheet, who's buying, who's selling from the inside. We're going to take a look at the news. We are going to do a full AI model. We're going to compare the ratings. We're going to have a look at the chart action. We're going to take a look at a back test so you can understand the business and the dividends. Flipping heck. Is all that coming up in this video? Yes, it is. So get ready for a deep dive analysis on CEG, Constellation Energy. I'm making this live. Please do tap the like button and consider subscribing as well to our channel. This is a big major sector which we like, but is this a good time to buy this business? Well, this is not financial advice, but this is my view of the position of the stock right now. So let's start from the beginning and we'll get more in depth as we go. So Constellation Energy, if we look at it over the maximum time that we have, you can see it's up 573%. Recently, it's exploded 573%. Very nice indeed. What is it? Let's break it down here. Here we go. Constellation Energy engages in the generation, supply and marketing of clean electricity, renewable energy products and solutions. The firm also offers wholesale energy, retail products and services. It operates under the following geographical segments: Mid-Atlantic, Midwest, New York Electric Reliability Council of Texas, ERCOT, I'm familiar with that, and other power regions segment. The company was founded in 1960 and headquartered in Baltimore, MD. The listed name is CEG, is Constellation Energy. All right, that gives us a little bit about it. Joseph is the CEO. Now, if you'd like Joseph on the show, we do have a Meet the CEO series. How we do this, it's very, very easy. Every CEO we've had on the show, it's always members only, is done like this. You, as an investor, will go on their website. You will email investor relations, tell them that you are an investor and you'd like to know more about the company, and tell them about the show. We often rank #1 for the stock on YouTube and Google, all the stocks that we cover, and they can you can build a relationship with them, telling them that you're an investor and you'd like to learn more, get to know them. They'll talk to you backwards and forwards, and when you build a relationship, then you can put them on to me. They'll call me and they'll come on the show. So you might like to do that. It's been around since 1960 and based out of Maryland, Baltimore. Okay, now we've got a new feature here, which I'd like to share with you. Digest. This was updated 2 minutes ago. This gives us, using AI software, the latest news around the stock. I like this new software that we have, as you can see, updated 2 minutes ago. Constellation Energy drops 2.5% as investors take profits and utilize lag despite no new company news or analyst actions today. Profit-taking pressure. Constellation Energy is down 2.5 today after a sharp 48% gain over the past 3 months. This drop suggests some investors are locking in profits as momentum slows. The stock remains above key moving averages, but recent gains have made it more sensitive to pullbacks. Sector rotation weighs. Utility stocks are under pressure as investors shift toward riskier sectors. With no new company news or analyst changes today, the move reflects a broader rotation out of defensive names like Constellation Energy. The broader look, we have market Market steady, utilizes lag. The S&P 500 is nearly flat and the NASDAQ is down 0.6 today. Constellation Energy's decline stands out as utilities underperform, showing investors are less focused on defensive stocks as market sentiment remains stable. However, that could change with our carry trade, which we are preparing for. As you know, I have money on standby. I'm not selling my S&P position, but I have money on standby to buy a bigger dip. Now then, let's scroll down and have a look at the basics of this stock. Low volume today. Average volume is also quite low. This is a defensive play you buy and own. Market cap 96 billion. Dividend is 0.47. PE ratio, that is the lagging indicator. The forward might be different. I'll show you what that is in a minute. That the forward is always the most important and never shown, which is crazy really, where we're going next. This is the current price. The PE ratio is 33 times earnings. It's expensive. I wouldn't pay 33 times earnings for it, but I'll explain why. I like to have a certain, I have certain restrictions on what I do as far as buying the S&P. We don't like to look at what analysts are saying because they're paid to say so we're not bothered about that. Robinhood investors, retail investors, I'm not bothered what they're doing. They don't necessarily know the right thing. Hedge funds, they were buying and now they're trimming. That gives you an indication of the general market, makes sense. And insiders, that's what's important to me. They bought relatively nothing. That isn't anything to worry about. That's a buy, draws attention, but it isn't. It's no big deal. It's a very small purchase, doesn't do anything. What about earnings? Well, we can see Q3 of 24, fantastic. And then it's been declining ever since. So our next earnings is August the 7th. If anybody wants me to cover that as a member, a $5 super chat, I will cover the earnings for you and we'll cover it live on the show. And that could be a follow-up if anybody wants that. We'll cover the earnings live. Who else buys the stock? Well, Vistra, Broadcom, Oklo, NuScale, a lot of other nuclear power stocks make sense. Some very good stocks, a little bit of gambling stocks there, IonQ and Palantir, Micron. There's a few dodgy ones in there. Nvidia's good, AMD, Marvel, Arista. So a relatively sensible grown-up stock, you could call it that, gives you an idea of the price action. Now let's take a look. If you've not so far, please do tap the like button and consider subscribing as well. I would very much appreciate that. Okay. So what comes next? Let's go through the valuations. We're going to start off with our intrinsic valuation. Our intrinsic valuation is overvalued by 37%. Now I will overpay in that price to earnings ratio. You can see that now. Makes sense. It's too expensive. So people are trimming now, makes sense. 196, we're at 309. It's too expensive, 37% over. The best case, even the best case, overvalued. Now, I don't mind paying 25% for a growth stock, which this is. However, defensive right now is being sold because people are still thinking the markets are going to keep going up. I'm not as convinced. I think defensive could play well into the next few weeks if we do get a carry trade unwind. This is where the money will go. So you might lean into this thinking, well, if we do have a drop, this is where the money will go. It is expensive. It has trimmed a little bit. It's a good stock, though. It's a good business. And the sector is good. But it might go a bit lower before we could buy in. Worst case scenario, 56% overpriced. So it is expensive. Let's scroll down and look at our valuation. So we can see the revenue is increasing up 3%. Now, if you do like my software that I'm using, I can give you the links for it. There's Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread, both of which provide free trials, both of which provide discounts. Alpha Spread's only a few bucks a month. You might like that. Alpha Spread, I know the CEO. I've got the best deal on the planet. It basically makes my membership for free. It's that cheap. Seeking Alpha is a much more comprehensive platform. It can be thousands of dollars if you go pro. I've got pro, and I pay money to bring you the best service. If you click on Seeking Alpha, you get a free trial, and you also get a discount as well, which you can't get anywhere else. Okay, so operating income is now down, but we are expecting things to go, pretty flat though. Not expecting things to explode. We certainly don't want them to, do we? Not in the nuclear era anyway, in nuclear business. Net income is just going sideways, down at the moment. Cash flow is up 15%. Operating cash flow is up 34%. EPS is down 20%. The business itself, can you buy with confidence? Well, 52.3 billion is the assets, of which 1.8 billion is cash. I know I like that. I don't like cash-rich businesses that just own tons of cash because then just basically you're just buying someone's cash pot. You can put your money in your own cash pot and don't pay for the privilege. There's no point. So a bit of cash is good for liquidity, but you don't want 50 billion of asset and 50 billion in cash. You're just basically buying cash. 39 billion in liabilities, that's high. Long-term debt, 7. Accounts payable, 3.6. Current liabilities, other non-current liabilities, 25 billion. So a lot of liabilities here. Not too much long-term debt. If we look at the pie, how it looks, the biggest is other non-current liabilities. I don't know what they are at first glance. So that's not a great balance sheet. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. Gross margins. Now, gross margins are what the company take, and then the net margin is what they're left with. The higher the margin, the higher it can compete with the competition. 12.3 net margin. You can go and compare. Now, using this software, you could go and compare to its competitors. I'll give you its competitors in a minute, and you can see, and this is really good investment strategy, you can see how the company compares to its competition. And the higher the net margin, the wider the moat, the more they can reduce prices to crush the competition. If you've got no net margin and you're very low, you're very vulnerable to a company with a larger margin. Makes sense? So you can go and compare the competition on this software, and I'll give you that some more information on that in a minute as well. All right, ROE. Now, if you're not sure what these terms are, if you hover over them, if you use the software, I'll just give you the link again. This is Alpha Spread. You can find out what all these terms are. I'm not going to explain everyone every time. I'll be here for a million years. ROA is 5.7, ROIC 6.9, and ROCE 8.7. There you go. Profitability 54, solvency 49. It's not a great balance sheet. Like I said, it wouldn't be a great balance sheet, and I hadn't seen that score at the point when I got to there, but I knew it would not be a good balance sheet, and it isn't. It's not a good balance sheet. However, it's not a terrible balance sheet. It's not going to zero anytime soon. It's a good, solid business. It's just not a tech business, 80-90%. It's expensive, and it's not the best profit margins and the best the debt situation at the moment. Of course, rates coming down will help businesses like this. Worst case scenario, it could go 40% down. It's too expensive. What about the average? 2% up? It's not worth buying, is it? Best case scenario, 30% up. I don't think it's worth buying at this range. I like it. It's a good sector. I would wait for a bigger dip, though. I don't think it's the best time to buy this particular sector. It was a great sector just a few weeks ago, but right now it's overbought once again. So the risk to reward, in my opinion, just isn't there right now. All right, let's go on to some further information. I've got some latest news. Oh, by the way, if you would like to tap the like button, that would be great. And consider subscribing. I think we're about to hit a very magical moment of when we get to 88,888 subscribers, and that becomes the most luckiest number in the world. We want to make sure that we cover that. It may happen in a few moments. I don't think it'll happen on this live stream, but you never know. Right, back to the review. So, some latest news just out, some headlines. Central Pennsylvania rallies in support of the Crane Clean Energy Center. Governor Shapiro announced this. There's some good news here. This has just happened. I'm not going to go into the full news, but Constellation remains on track to restart Unit 1 ahead of schedule, bringing thousands of jobs and more than $3 billion back to central Pennsylvania. Very nice indeed. That's good news. We celebrate that, of course. This is the website, just to give you a flavour of what it's all about, constellationenergy.com. It's not just nuclear, it's clean, renewable energy. That's what this business is all about. Now then, I do have some news here. Nuclear stock has renewed interest, and the artificial intelligence boom. Given the massive electricity demand from data centers, as well as Trump's administration's push to speed up deployment and licensing of reactors, the backdrop, nuclear stocks have risen substantially this year, even outpacing the S&P 500's growth so far this year. It's not just CEG. We've got Oklo, CEG is in there, CCJ, SMR, and I've covered a lot of these on my show and on X. If you've not followed me on X, I've done mini reviews on X. There it is. I often do spaces and talk about these things. Click on my X, follow me on X, and you will see what X is all about. And you can see this is my account here, and I cover these things on my X space. We're now going to bring you an AI model. I've run it through to give you some further clarification on this stock. It's a hold, not selling. It's not a trading stock. It's a business you own, but now is not maybe the time. Maybe, in my opinion, not the time to buy more. I would wait. It's expensive. We've gone for the balance sheet. We've done all of that. We're not going to read through the company description. You can pause it there if you want to. Read it again. These are the competitors. But what is NextEra Energy, Duke Energy, Entergy Corporation? But what are the unique values of this company? Well, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more, as clear as I can for you. These are the unique selling points. Constellation Energy's unique value proposition lies in its extensive and diverse portfolio of carbon-free energy sources, particularly its leadership in nuclear energy. The company has the largest nuclear fleet in the US, which provides a significant competitive advantage in offering reliable and clean energy. Constellation's strategic acquisitions, such as that of Calpine, further enhance its capacity to meet growth energy demands, especially in high-demand sectors like data centers and AI infrastructure. The company is well positioned to capitalize on the increasing need for sustainable energy solutions, supported by its robust operational efficiency and strategic market presence. Now then, these are our numbers. A- for revisions, momentum A+, profitability B-, growth A-, valuation F. If we had valuation at A, it would be a no-brainer to buy, but it's F at the moment. Valuation appears expensive, with PE at 34, significantly above the sector median of 19. Additionally, price-book ratio at 7 is much higher than the sector's 2, indicating the stock is trading at a premium. Growth. CEG demonstrates robust growth, with EPS growth year on year at 137%, significantly passing the sector's 7, indicates a strong expansion in earnings compared to its peers. Profitability is moderate, with a net income of margin of 12%, slightly above the medium sector. Now, remember, I told you go and compare using my software, Alpha Spread, Seeking Alpha in other companies to see how their margins are. However, the gross profit margin is lower at 23% compared to the sector 44. That's where you can get competition, suggesting room for improvement in profit conversion. Momentum. CEG stock momentum is exceptionally strong, with a one-year price performance of 50%, outperforming the sector's 19. This reflects a bullish sentiment and strong investor confidence in the company. And revisions. Recent earnings revisions are positive, with 8 upward EPS revisions and only 1 downward in the last 3 months. indicating analysts' optimism about CEG's future prospects. In summary, while CEG showcases strong growth and momentum, its high valuation and moderate profitability may limit its immediate upside potential, justifying the hold rating. So there we go. I would say for me that this stock is not a buy right now. It is a hold, in my opinion. I would say you can buy it here though, and you will be up in time. It's a good business. It will certainly improve when rates come down. That'll help their debt position and the whole business as a whole. So I see good things here, but is it the best time to buy? No. We brought you nuclear and power a few months ago. This was our number one sector, and then we went into finance. So this isn't the best time. It was the best time when we spoke about it back here. This is when we were saying time to buy energy. Not now, but will it do well? I think it will. We've also got a nice dividend as well. I'll just finish off by showing you this. This is going back to 23, just the last couple of years, so it's not that much. Constellation Energy from 10 grand to 38. The S&P from 10 to 16. So the last couple of years, it's outperformed. But if we went back further, which of course we can't with this stock, but if we could, then you would see that the S&P has done better over time. But the last couple of years, it's done great. It's exploded. Great. And the dividend they're now introducing is ever increasing. 14 cents all the way 28, 35, and now 38.7. It wants to become a dividend king. That takes 25 to 50 years, like Coca-Cola and J&J, but it's on the right path. It's paying regularly. It's increasing regularly. This is a nice business. It's a buy and hold business. I hope that helped you. I hope that gave you some clarity and some information. There you go. If you liked it, please tap the like button and consider subscribing to our channel as we head to 100,000. Click above my head for all the links. Down below in the description, I'll give you more links and more analysis. Over here, I shall put my full playlist of all the stocks I've reviewed. And down here, the playlist for CEG. So you can see all my earnings, all my reports, and everything I've done forever. We never delete anything or edit anything on this channel. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okie dokie then. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're jumping straight to the top of the list. Our next review, I'm just going to have a cup of tea and some breakfast, is Galaxy Digital. Let me take that out there. I'm taking a short break. I've got some phone calls to make. CEG. There you go. Galaxy is next when we return. So I'm going to take a short little break, go and have a cup of tea. I'm going to make sure that this is set to take you through to, I'll leave that there, back to there. I'm just going to give you something here.
Donda donated $10 through a super chat, adding my to my Orly request.
Orly will be done right after that then. Right after Galaxy. Okay. Orly, yep. There you go. Orly goes second after Galaxy and then Big Bear. Thank you very much indeed. So, what did I want to send you to? I wanted to give you this. So next. Zachze is very excited. We're very, very pleased for him with his investment. He's making lots of money, which is very, very nice. There's what's next. I'm coming back to here. The S&P is up a tiny little bit. I'm not buying it though. Thanks, Martin. Great stuff. You're very welcome. So I'm going to take a very short break. I'll be back as quickly as possible. And I'm going to do Galaxy, GLXY, then Orly, then Big Bear. For now, though, I'm going to end the stream, send you over to something that you may have missed, a video I've just put out, and I will see you back in a bit. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. When we come back, it'll be members only once again. I'll see you back in a bit. Thank you very much, guys. That's it. I'll take a short break, quick cup of tea, something to eat, and I'll be back for the next part of our review stock. It will be Galaxy, Orly, and Big Bear. That's it from me. Till then, take care of yourselves and each other.